All right, guys, on this episode of Red Cape Sports, we got producer Mitch where he belongs, behind the camera. That's so mean.
It's true.
And Mitch is going to ask me questions. He's going to give me 3 players, and I have to go, it's not buy, sell, or hold, but rather, who do I think is going to have the better career? And then, who do I think is the most investable of those 3? I have no idea. Guys, this is literally random as can be. Out of 2.
To do and obvious.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Out of 2. So as this is literally on the fly,
We'll pop it up on the screen.
Mitch is saying that we're going to pop it up on the screen.
Cool.
Somewhere over
Okay.
here.
So, Luka Doncic, LeBron James.
LeBron, I'm going to have to say, is going to have the better career. Just because what Luka needs to do and do well for so long is going to be tough. As we film this, Luka doesn't even have a championship. He may never. That is something that, guys, if you watch YouTube and if you're seriously looking into investing, Mitch and I have said it in the past before too. We never have meant it in this way. But for anyone saying, well, when this guy wins a championship, don't listen to those YouTubers. Because it's very likely that people in their careers never winning a championship, never winning a Stanley Cup, never winning a Larry O'Brien, never winning a PGA championship, whatever it might be. So, with that being said, I'm going LeBron. In terms of most investable, well, the reality is with the card price differences, and Luka's, so is LeBron. I would still go Luka because you can buy so many of his cards for the same price. So if you're talking about spending X amount of money, I would go Luka and just buy a butt ton of Luka cards. And honestly, even if it goes up by like 2%, you can still sell them and make profit. So,
Cool. Okay, so how about we do Patrick Law or the Lightning goalie?
what's that? I can't hear you. I have 2 rings in my ears. Patrick Waugh has the better career. I truly believe that. Patrick Waugh was electrifying. He's won multiple cups. His career as a coach, awful. Just awful. Andrei Vasilevsky, however, man, he has a legitimate chance to three-peat here. As we film this, it's May 22nd, 2022. They just won this afternoon, so they took a 3-0 lead, which means that they'll probably make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Who they'll play, I don't know. I have no idea. I would say Patrick Waugh for both. I really would. I would probably invest in Patrick Waugh cards over Andrei Vasilevsky since his cards are so high right now.
Aaron Judge, Vladdy Jr.
I can't stand Aaron Judge. I think he's one of the most overrated ball players. I really do. Yankees fans are going to troll me. Because the thing with Aaron Judge is, if you look at his numbers, like, even the career home runs, he's not even going to end his career with like 250 career home runs. He's going to be good for an extremely small window. No, honestly, I'm dead serious. It's not to say that he's not a good ball player. And then again, his batting average isn't the greatest. It's really not. It's not. Vladdy Jr. has an entire country around him to that advantage. Here in Canada, the Blue Jays are the only option. He's got all of Canada behind him. He's got all of Sportsnet, all of the Score. There's so many different options for, Sports Center, basically, the equivalent in Canada. He's got that. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has the genes. His father is a Hall of Famer. And he's loved. He's so loved, he's put on a pedestal. That's not to say that Aaron Judge isn't. In terms of his card prices are dirt cheap too. They're dirt cheap. This is a guy who almost won the Triple Crown. Vladdy Jr., both, without a doubt.
Steph Curry, Michael Jordan.
Oh my goodness. Michael Jordan for the better career. We just have to. We have to. He's the GOAT. We have to.
What if Curry wins this year? And again next year?
Curry's the greatest shooter of all time. Don't get me wrong. He's a leader. Again, he's playing my Mavs. But like you said, if he wins, he could go down as a top 5 player of all time. He really could. But to say that he'll be where Michael Jordan is, I don't know. And then Michael Jordan's cards are so... You still got to go MJ for both. You really have to. Because if you can get a Michael Jordan card, in all of sports cards, I would argue that the most popular desirable card is a Michael Jordan. So I'm going to go with Michael Jordan.
That's the card of cards.
It's the card of cards, right? If you can get that Fleer MJ, ooh, baby. Let's go.
Okay, so how about we do some tennis?
Some tennis. Ooh.
We'll do Djokovic, Federer.
Djokovic or Federer. Oh, man. I'm going to go Fed. I'm going to go Fed for the better career. Although it's really close. And if you look at it, you could have even mentioned Rafa Nadal. All their numbers, like their career wins, their career Grand Slams, their career U.S. Open and Wimbledon and French Open and Aussie Opens, they're really close. Like, Rafa's kind of dominated on clay. But Fed has won several championships, even on clay as well. So that proves, and he's beaten Raf. So that proves that Fed has just done it all. I think he's in more commercials. So in terms of investing, I'm going to go with Fed. And in terms of the overall better career, he dethroned Andre Agassi. Got to throw him a bone for that one. So that's Fed.
Kill McCarr, Lafreniere.
Who will have the better career? I'm still going to go with Alexi Lafreniere. I really am going to. Even points-wise, and I know that sounds ridiculous right now, but I think Laffy's going to catch up to him. Just a late blossom, not even a late blossomer. He's 20 years old. I've mentioned this so many times before. Wait till he's starting to play top line power play minutes. Wait till he's actually playing top line. The kid line for the New York Rangers is currently something that's doing excellent. So I'm going to go Laffy. In terms of more investable, Cale Makar currently, his card prices are, what would that be? Guys, he's not 8 times better than Alexi Lafreniere. He's not 8 times better, so I'm picking Alexi a million times out of a million.
Steve Yzerman.
Oof, that's tough already.
And Austin Matthews.
Um,
Very different spots, but
for having a better career, Steve Yzerman. Because Steve Yzerman has also done a lot as a general manager. He really has. He's brought cups. On ice? Still Steve I. Still Stevie Y.
No,
Stevie
wait,
Y.
Yeah, we're saying when Matthews is done.
I know.
So he has to win a cup. I'm just saying.
Matthews A has to win a cup. Stevie Y has done that, and he was the captain.
I'm so triggered right now.
And he was the captain. I know you're triggered.
No, I'm not.
A lot of people might be triggered though, but Stevie Y is one of the greatest hockey players of all time. And like I said, and I know it's not about the on or the off ice accolades, but he's got them. He's really got them. And if he ever brings a cup back to Detroit, back to Hockey Town, hope baby. In terms of numbers, still going Stevie Y. Because of what Matthews still has to do, he has a great chance. I think when it's all said and done, Matthews will have more goals, not as many points. So therefore, the overall career, and I don't think he's going to win as many championships. Stevie Y for both. But in terms of investability, Stevie Y's career is done. It's done. Austin Matthews for investing. Mitch and I have said it time and time and time again. If Austin Matthews even gets out of the freaking first round, his card prices are going to blow up. The reality is, will he ever do that? I don't know.
Bo Jackson. Tom Brady.
Ooh, Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the GOAT. Absolute GOAT. And I would invest in him because he keeps lying to reporters and saying, oh, I'm retired, and then he comes back, and then which makes him relevant again. Tom Brady for both.
Okay.
That's coming from a Buckeye.
Conor McDavid. Khabib.
What the hell are you talking about?
Conor McGregor, GSP.
Conor McGregor, GSP. GSP's had the better fighting career. I don't care. He's had the better career. GSP is one of the most amazing fighters of all time. Put some respect on GSP's name, okay? First and foremost, Mitch is smirking behind the camera. This is ridiculous. Because GSP could run his mouth and still kick your ass. And that's exactly what he's made a career out of. Conor McGregor runs his mouth, saying that your wife is in your DMs, and then he gets his ass kicked.
Your wife is in me DMs!
Yeah, and then he gets his ass kicked, right? So, in terms of investability, McGregor. I would say McGregor. Because McGregor is a hype show. McGregor knows how to sell things, and he's currently
still
fighting.
fighting.
And he's still fighting.
You
And
gotta
as
give
I've
him
said,
that too,
as I've said so many times on Red Cave Sports, I think active players, their window is bigger. Again, we just got done filming a video where I mentioned Mike Trout and Albert Pujols, right? Like, if physically, think of it this way: if you're trying to shove anything through a window, it's a lot easier to do it through a bigger window. So therefore, the window of playing and the opportunity cost of Conor McGregor is significantly higher. So I'm going to go with McGregor, even though I don't like him at all.
Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. had the better career. He's never lost. Never lost! Never lost. Mitch is going crazy behind the camera, but the reality is he's never lost. And it's not about entertainment.
I never lost.
It's not about entertainment. You've never also fought anyone.
Well, not.
You've never fought anyone.
have.
So the reality is to be 50-0, guys, that's well, technically 49-0 plus a charity match, whatever you want to call it, but he won anyway.
Yeah, Logan still needs his money too.
Anyway, he's never lost. I don't know if Floyd Mayweather Jr. cards go for. I have no idea.
I have a tough one.
So no comment, I guess.
Conor McDavid, Sidney Crosby.
Better career, I'm going to go Sid the Kid. Because Sid the Kid has one gold medal. He's got the golden goal, right? He's got the golden goal, which is huge here in Canada.
Big deal.
He's got the Stanley Cups. Conor McDavid may never win the Stanley Cups. This is a guy who's got 1,500 career points, first ballot Hall of Famer. He was Sid the Kid. Sid the Kid was like before Conor McDavid, right? He came before. In terms of investability, Conor McDavid. I would argue Conor McDavid has more of an opportunity for his card prices to rise. If he wins a cup, and he's doing it as an Oiler, and as we all know, the greatest hockey player of all time is Wayne Gretzky, the great one. So if Conor McDavid can do it in Edmonton, can bring back those championships to Edmonton, he's on pace for like 1.4, 1.5 points a game, and he's doing it in the playoffs too. Like, it's insane. Crosby's phenomenal, but he's at the tail end of his career. So, like I said, I think Crosby will have the better numbers, better overall career with accolades and championships and numbers. But investability, pardon me, I'm going with Conor McDavid.
All right. Jazz Chisholm
Okay.
or Bo Bichette.
Oh, wow. This is actually like the toughest one you've ever said. Because they're both just starting their career.
Yeah.
Just starting their careers. Oh, wow. Better career is going to be... Wow.
I know who I would pick.
Bo Bichette's got such a nice swing.
I would
such
pick
a
Bo.
nice... I'm going to go with
He's better
Jazz.
now.
But he's not better now. He's not better now. As we currently film this, Jazz has better numbers. He
This
does.
is very controversial.
Wow, they might be neck and neck on both. Because even Bo Bichette's card prices are really cheap and undervalued, in my opinion. But the reality is, as cheap as they are, I mean, $11 card versus $3 card, you can buy significantly more $3 cards. So I would say more investable is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. Better career, only time will tell. I can't even tell you, honestly. Can't even tell you.
Nate Robinson, Spud Webb.
Spud Webb for both, without a doubt. Nate Robinson's going to be an internet meme for years to come. He got knocked out. Please. Spud Webb's actually won like dunk competitions, and he's well known. Next.
Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I think Shaq's had the better career. I do. Again, this is not to do with anything Shaq's done off the court. Shaq I actually have on my Mount Rushmore. I really do. He was just influential. He changed the game that basketball was played.
You got really emotional right now.
It's crazy because when you think of like what Shaq has done, right? Shaq has played for so many teams. But like truly though, as a center, we don't see it nowadays where centers average like 34 points a game. We don't see that anymore. He protected the rim. Zion's not playing right now. He's not healthy. So Kareem though, Kareem's got those points. He's got those points, but I still think overall in terms of dominance, and Shaq's got several rings. Shaq's got several accolades to go on his own. So I would still say that Shaq's had the better overall career. I really would.
Okay.
Well, that does it for this installment of Red Cape Sports. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave us a thumbs up. It really helps us out to grow the channel and to reach more people who love sports card collecting as yourself. And just a reminder, if you guys are interested in learning more than just what we put out here on YouTube, down below in the video description, there is a link to our Udemy course. Ultimately there, you guys can learn tons of different things on how to collect sports cards, protect them, and ultimately invest in the sports card industry. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Till next time.